the child. And then it is important for you to be calm. What does that mean? You need to have emotional self-regulation. When you're not regulated, you disorganize our teenagers. When you come back angry and pissed off from your workplace, you're stressed. Maybe it is between, by the way, one of the big contributors we are seeing with our teenagers wanting to take their lives is mom and dad fighting. When your relationship is a mess, you disrupt young people. We are seeing many of them. I told you I'm overseeing 18 therapists, 18 schools in this country. Almost every week, we have a child in one of our city schools complaining about being suicidal. A big factor is contributor relationships between parents, between a child and the parent. So emotional regulation is very important. You demonstrate that when you're able to manage your anger, you're modeling that with your child. You're helping them manage their emotions. The next one I want to talk about is communicate. Communicate your expectations. Tell them, this is what I expect. Tell them, this is what is happening. Tell me. We talk about circles of communication. Sometimes when the child tells you, this has happened, before they even complete their story, you are telling them, you jump into one thing or the other. We always talk about a circle of communication. Listen until the end of the story. Some schools piss me off. They cane children as if they are, and even animals deserve better. If your child is in a school where they're always caning and don't listen, that's a recipe for disaster. They need to communicate. The teenager we are living with today, they wake up at, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Teenagers need sleep. The more they stress them and they have less sleep, the more we have a crisis. Communicate your expectations. Collaborate with them. Have a conversation. Don't stress them too much. Confidence is very important. When you help a child build their self-esteem, you're making them feel worthwhile. When a child feels worthwhile, you reduce on the risks of self-harm because I know who I am. When they feel purposeless, they feel I don't count, my parents won't miss me, it is a disaster. One of the tips of building self-esteem is to encourage children not to praise them. What do I mean? When I say, hey, Charles, you're a good guy, thank you. You're a good girl, that is praise. Praise is dependent on external evaluation. It is not sustainable. Encouragement is, you know what, Lois, you know how to do it. You worked very hard. You cleaned up your room even before I came. You're saying, Adnan, who is Adnan? Man, you prepared that rice so well. I don't know how you did it, but you did an amazing job. Encouragement builds self-worth because it is sustainable. A child who knows their worth is gold. You reduce on their risks of wanting to harm themselves. Very, very important. When we disrupt our children and suffocate them, please, my helper here. She's multitasking. I need another helper. Okay. Can you see what I'm holding? Okay, yes. Now, when you do not listen to your child, and you're using threats, you're telling them, you are like your mother, you're like your grandfather. If you don't do this, you're going to be in trouble. You're suffocating them here. What being a teenager means is allow me to grow. Allow me to be independent. Now, some of us in this culture, we are suffocating the children. They cannot even see because you're telling them, for us in our days, teenagers don't care about them. When I was a teacher in Bodo, I remember the S2 telling me one time, these parents keep telling us, I hear our days everybody is doing well. Who was the last in their generation? So we need to be able to respect our children. When we release their potential, what are we doing? You know? For us to build their self-worth, you know, teenagers can be like this caterpillar, okay? Sometimes they might think they are huge and powerful, but they are very vulnerable. They are saying, listen to me, build my self-worth, build your relationship. So that at the end, we release their potential like I'm doing here. For them to fly, ladies and gentlemen, listen to them, support them, build their confidence so that they are able to fly like a butterfly and not be a caterpillar. So the crucial C is collaborate, build their confidence, be calm, communicate, have circles of communication, connect before you correct. Thank you so much. Enjoy your time. Thank you, my dear.
We had an amazing presentation. Thank you, Dr.